Hi everyone, this is your daily weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service office here in Pocatello, Idaho for Saturday, June 1st. It'll be warm and breezy once again today. We will have a weak shortwave making its way through the area to bring a few spotty showers and thunderstorms. Most of us will stay pretty dry throughout the day, so I wouldn't totally change any of your weekend plans just yet, but it is something to keep an eye on before you head outdoors, especially as we get into later this afternoon. Overall, we're going to stay warm, mostly dry and breezy throughout today and tomorrow. We will see that small rainstorm chance through the weekend here, but again, the better chance for any rain or storms still looks to be on Monday, probably the most active and impactful day of the next, week really. And then it's going to be hot by the time we get to the end of next week, so certainly some more summer-like temperatures headed our way sooner rather than later. Satellite early this morning does show a few clouds out there, mainly some high thin clouds this morning, but we will have, again, with that weak shortwave passing through, some moisture. For most of us, that'll be in the form of cloud cover, a little bit breezy at times this afternoon, but can't rule out a few showers or an isolated thunderstorm even throughout kind of the mid to late afternoon, and potentially a few showers overnight. So, the weather risk outlook grid, overall fairly quiet for the next few days. I know there's a lot of words on this, but you'll notice not a whole lot as far as impacts go. As we get into Monday, though, with that next system moving in, that will be a little bit more impactful, especially up through parts of the Sawtooths and up near Stanley, where some of the higher rainfall amounts are expected. We'll talk a little bit more about that coming up in a few graphics too, but once the moisture starts to shut down after Monday, by the time we get to Tuesday, we're drying out. Still breezy to windy at times, but then once we get to Wednesday, high pressure will be building in over the area, and that'll make it pretty quiet through the second half of the week and allow our temperatures to really warm up. Speaking of warming up, though, today we will be warmer than yesterday by almost 5 to 10 degrees for most of us. That means a lot of 70s and back to some low 80s down here in the valleys. It will be breezy at times today with some gusts up to around 25-30 miles per hour. Here's a look at one model's take on a few of those showers or isolated thunderstorms as we get into this afternoon and this evening. You'll notice most of it confined to some of the higher elevations, and the chances do increase a little bit as we get into tonight, but again, certainly not going to be a complete washout for the weekend by any means. A lot of us will stay fairly dry throughout today and tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow will be a couple of degrees cooler, about 5 degrees cooler overall. Again, that's just as that next system starts to move in. We see an increase in cloud cover. It will pick up a little bit as far as wind gusts go on Sunday, with a lot of us closer to that 30 to 35 mile per hour range, but pushing closer to 40 miles per hour in some areas, especially in some of our more typical windy spots out across the INL area, the Arco Desert, Mud Lake area. As far as Monday goes temperature-wise, as you might expect with those showers and thunderstorms, our temperatures will be quite a bit cooler with this system. We'll drop back down to 60s and 70s for most of us, even some 50s for highs on Monday. But the winds are still going to be pretty windy, actually. In fact, we'll be closer to about 40, even 45 miles per hour, especially through the upper Snake Plain region. Even those outside of the upper Snake Plain will be gusting to around 30 to 35 miles per hour. So no products out yet, but we'll keep an eye out. We may need some wind advisories as we get this next system coming through. As far as potential rainfall amounts, you'll notice a lot of us are going to be probably around 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch through the Magic Valley and Snake Plain and the southern hills. As you get into some of the higher elevations, especially within the eastern highlands, you'll be probably closer to about 3/10 of an inch, up to 1/2 an inch in a few spots. But kind of the big winners as far as rainfall totals will likely be through parts of the Sawtooths up near the Stanley area, where we could be pushing rainfall totals closer to 3/4 of an inch, maybe even up to an inch in a few spots. It'll probably be a little bit more hard pressed to get a full inch out of some of this. Probably about a 20% chance of an inch of rain up there. And that is going to be late Sunday night all the way through Monday before things start to taper off Monday night into Tuesday. So all that rain going to be coming over about a 36-hour period or so. In summary though, today fairly warm, mostly dry and breezy. That continues into tomorrow. We will still keep around that small rain or isolated storm chance today and tomorrow, but that better chance for showers and storms will be on Monday as that next system moves through. Once we get through it, pretty dry and certainly warming up as we go through the second half of next week. Our hottest temperatures looking to be Thursday and Friday as we push closer to 90 degrees. Alright, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always find us on social media. That's a great way to connect. The latest forecast information always available online. You can also give us a phone call or send us an email too for any other questions, comments, or concerns. Otherwise, have a great day.